Hello, rockers and Mercuryans. Rock Mercury here. Welcome to the Rock Mercury podcast. So I just did a video where I tried out a whole bunch of different chicken nuggets, chicken tenders and stuff. Vegan, of course, all plant-based. But here's the leftovers of it. You gotta watch that video when it comes out. So I have that. It's gonna come out soon. But I also pulled out some mac and cheese from Thanksgiving. We had some mac and cheese left and so I had to go ahead and warm that up because it's just so good. It's a vegan mac and cheese. I'm gonna show you guys right now. 1 second. Let me flip this over. Oh yeah, there she is right there. There she is. Let's go ahead and just dig right into it. Get some of that mac and cheese crust. Ooh, I wonder if I let it cook long enough. It's looking right on the outside. I think it's supposed to be a little creamy. There it is. Oh, it's pretty. Oh, she's real pretty. Let me put the plate a little closer so I don't drop any of this luxurious golden glory. Oh yes, she's so beautiful. That looks like a real mac and cheese right there. Look at all the heat coming out of there. Oh yes. Oh yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my, oh my. Oh my goodness. Yes, mac and cheese. Yes, you better live your life, honey. Work. Yes, God. This was frozen from Thanksgiving, and it wasn't cooked yet. So it wasn't like it was like one, not frozen, like already cooked, like just it was ready to be cooked. But then because we already had the other one, we didn't have to cook it. So that's basically the situation here. And I am living. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me flip this camera so I can cover this up. I wish I had all that ketchup over there, but look at these with the tenders. Ooh, it's giving the give. It's definitely gave it the gave that was supposed to be given it. Hope you guys love my shirt. Are you a homosexual? Are you a homosexual? Shout out to Terry Jo. She is that girl forever, even though she's not a girl at all. But she's that girl, and we love her. We love Terry Jo in this household, in this Twitter hold. We love Terry Jo. Let's have the mac and cheese. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited. It's like Thanksgiving all over again. Even though y'all know I ate leftovers for Thanksgiving for a week straight, and they were giving the whole time to the last bite. Mac and cheese time. What's up, Stephen Duke? Stephen Duke's in the house. How are you? Stephen Duke, I have one question for you, Stephen Duke. Are you a homosexual? Are you, Stephen Duke? We don't believe in that. Look at the back of it, you guys. This shirt came in today, by the way. The back of it, it's like what? Like the disrespect. The disrespect of this shirt. I just love it. I live for it. Thank you, Terry Jo, for making it. I do wish Terry Jo chose a better distributor. Teespring is not the best quality. Let's be real. Oh, it's so hot.
Loosen it.
The mac and cheese is actually like life-changing. Actually life-changing. Like, no, this is amazing. This is like literally amazing. Like, I'm tripping right now. I forgot that I'm alive for a second. She did that thing. My sister definitely went all the way in. Oh, we have some barbecue sauce here. I'm gonna put some barbecue sauce for the chicken strips. I already tried the ketchup. The ketchup was good too. But the barbecue sauce should be another vibe. I'm gonna go ahead and put that right there. Oh yeah. There we go. Okay, we're gonna dip that in. Barbecue sauce, chicken tenders. Giving a give. All right, let's chat about some stuff and some things. So, news-wise and pop culture-wise. Oh, by the way, we're drinking some orange LaCroix. Orange LaCroix moment. But yeah, so pop culture-wise, you know, I've been watching a lot of Tasha K. I just love the drama of it. It's very, she keeps it really real. But she has something to say about those Good Morning American anchors. She has something to say about that situation. You know, there was like these Good Morning American anchors who were caught in an affair where Good Morning America didn't fire them or something. Which, why should they fire them? Like, that's where they're working together. It wasn't like a situation that was against anybody's will. It's what it was. But I think they got pressured because they ended up letting them go. Apparently, like Good Morning America let these anchors go off the show. That they have them on leave now. All I gotta say, y'all, you gotta watch y'all's partner for that situation like that. Like where Good Morning America, they just at work. You can see the chemistry when you watch the old videos they have. You can see that they were raw dogging it out. You knew it. You knew they were getting down. So, you know, I don't know. They said that they're blindsided, their partners are blindsided or whatever. I don't know. I want to see those videos. Thank y'all for the likes. There's almost 1,000 likes. Come on, keep pressing the like button, y'all. Get those likes all the way up. Get those likes all the way up, y'all. Come on. All the way up. But yeah, this particular situation, I wish I knew their names of those anchors. All I think they should do now is go open up a certain special account that starts with an O and an F. Because why not? At this point, everybody's wondering. That's all they want to know. But this was good for Good Morning America's, for the ratings. All the ratings went up the roof. I don't even know what channel Good Morning America even comes on. Is it ABC or something? Who knows? Probably ABC. So I'm like, sometimes I wonder, like, do they just start these crazy dramas just for ratings? But I don't think they start them for ratings. I think they exploit them for ratings. I think they're happy that these dramas come out. In my opinion, I think they're happy. Very tasty. Oh, I have some coleslaw too on the side. Some Asian coleslaw. But, oh, by the way, the winner of the chicken tender, the try-off, I tried all these different chicken tenders to see which one's the best one. On my birthday, I bought like 5 different ones, or 4 different ones. All plant-based. But the Skinny Butcher. Skinny Butcher was my favorite one. This one. Here's a whole one right here. I thought it would be the nastiest. I really did. I'm like, there's no way that anything called skinny is going to be good. It just sounds like they left out a lot of stuff. But it actually really tastes like it's really giving real tender. Real tenderoni. Yeah, that's what it got. So, she also talked about Nia Long. Now, we all know about the Nia Long situation. It was on the news everywhere. Nia Long's husband cheated with somebody in the Nets, on the Nets team, like the travel agent. So I think it's the Nets team. I forget the sports teams. But apparently Nia Long decided that she was going to write a letter towards the Nets saying that they embarrassed her somehow. I'm like, girl, are you serious? Like, your man did that and it's the Nets' fault? The same ones that were paying for your whole lifestyle? That's who you're gonna blame for this scandal? Saying that they ruined your family, embarrassed you, humiliated your family? Girl, that's your husband. That's your fiance, I mean. Who did that? Whatever his name is. I can't even say his name, it's too long. Nia Long is the only one. Nia Long is the only one that, like, I even know about. You know, I didn't even know her other... I kind of watch sports, but Nia Long is a celebrity. Like, she's a real star. She's been in so many of the movies I watched growing up. So many of them. We're just used to seeing her. We all felt for her when she went through what she went through. But the way that she came for the Nets, the way that she was like, the Nets did this, makes me know for sure that she knew exactly what she was getting into with that situation. That's why she's the fiance, not married to that guy. But she's like she's been engaged for a long time. Engaged for a long time to him. Never confirmed it. Never like tied the knot. But she knew. She knew, but she also knew that check was good from the Nets. So when I look at that situation, I just see like I don't know, I feel like we saw it all wrong. And she knew what she was in already. I feel like there was something like a don't ask, don't tell kind of thing. It kind of seemed like it was. Like, she's not really that mad at him. She already knew. I mean, Hollywood's a weird place. They want you to seem... Hollywood people want to come off as if they're normal, upstanding, regular Americans who do things morally, whatever morally means. But in reality, they out here dipping and doing it, boo. They're out here in these streets doing the most bizarre, disturbing actions. They are. I've been around it. I've been to these parties. I've seen things that I can never unsee. You know? It's just insane. It's insane what some of these Hollywood people would do behind their persona. That's why NDAs even exist. Well, at least while they're so popular. The NDAs are usually for corporations to make sure that sensitive information isn't shared outside of the corporation. But they started using it in Hollywood because they don't want people to see their true character. Because when the true character is shown, where do you go from there? You lose deals from there. You lose deals. Talking about losing deals, Tasha K mentioned, if you guys don't know who Tasha K is, go on YouTube, find her, Tasha K. Just search her. I can't even tell you. She is an excellent commentator that I think is better than Oprah. Oprah wishes she was Tasha K because Tasha K is actually real. She's gonna tell you how it is. And I really respect her. I've been on her show before. But that's not why I like her. I like her because she is she really breaks down the situation bigger, like, and more in depth than these paid off media channels. Like most of the media you hear is the celebrity themselves paying that channel to even talk about them, to keep them relevant. Tasha K can't be bought. And I respect that. And she mentioned that she was considering having Kanye on her show and decided not to. And that blew my mind. Because if you know Tasha K, she has had all peoples of all kinds of walks of life on her show. And the fact that even Tasha K doesn't want to touch Kanye with a 10-foot pole, even though allegedly his pole is 10 foot, apparently, according to Julia Knox. Because she's a knockoff, Julia Knox. That's why I call her not Fox. That's not a fox right there. That is a Julia Ferret. You know, she's not giving Fox energy. I can't stand Julia Fox, you guys. I really cannot. She's really just a mess. And I won't tolerate that. She's just such like she's like the epitome of clout chaser, you know. I couldn't stand her when she had the audacity to be like, oh, I only dated Kanye so he could leave Kim alone. What are you talking about, Julia? You only dated Kanye so he can leave Kim alone? You thought that was, she said, I'm the only one that can do it. I was the only one that can do it, so I just want him to leave Kim alone. I love Kim. Girl, you would do anything for clout. Kanye dumped you like last month's trash. Not even yesterday's trash, like last month's trash. And now you're talking about, oh. Girl, I know so many stories about Julia Fox. I couldn't believe that they were even dating Kanye. So I really lost a lot of respect for Kanye when he even put her on his arm. I'm like, you really gonna give this one clout? This is the one you're gonna give some clout for real? Not her, Kanye. Give one of your boys out here. You know, Kanye's he used to be equal opportunity. He used to be down for whatever. But now he's like, oh, Jesus is king. I ain't gay no more. I'm delivered. I ain't gay no more. Now Kanye's giving that. But girl, we know. Kanye over here paying for Nikita Dragon's body. Go ask Nikita Dragon who paid for her body. Go ask her. She probably won't tell you. Kanye West paid for her body. And it's like, but now you're trying to pretend as if you're turning your back on the community. And that's fine. If he's grown past it, if he's in a different space, whatever, I get it. But he needs to like just be open about the reality. And that's not the only situation. There's other situations too that are not LGBT, capital T. There's some G situations that he's been involved in. And who cares? I don't care about it at all. I'm more interested in why try to hide it. Why go openly against it? You know? It's also fake. They just try to make their lives as much of a circus as possible to keep you all distracted from what's really going on. That's all it is. The more they can do, look what I can do, I'm juggling. Whoa, look what I can do. The more they do that, the more distracted. You're not looking overseas. You're not looking at the policies. You're not looking at any of the C's. You know, common sense. Well, sense not a C. Common consideration. I don't know. Whatever. I'm trying to think of another C word. You know, people aren't looking at it. They're too much. They're like too much in the void. The void of celebrityness. These are my least favorite of the nuggets. From a brand called Native. It's too tough. It's too like chewy. No girl, no. Not girl. She's not that girl. I should get a refund for her. She's not that girl. Anyway, what was I talking about before all this? Someone posted on their page that life gets a lot better when you separate yourself from negative, toxic people. I knew who they were talking about because we're mutual friends with this person that they separated from. The person is very famous. But also, I know what that person had been talking mess about. I know that they have not been loyal to this other person. And so it's interesting that they're posting these subs. Can you stop without the sub? B.I. ain't Jared, you know? Giving very much subways, you know? Oh, this plate looks so nasty, y'all. Let me just bring this camera closer because the plate looks nasty. It's not even worth y'all seeing like that. All these like ketchup and barbecue sauce smears. It's not giving beauty. Not giving beauty. Look. people could project. Like they'll be the negative person saying, "I don't like negative people," but they're the one that's actually negative. You know, they're the one that's actually doing drama, and they're nervous that people are over here talking, that people are exposing it behind the scenes, and so they project and say, toxic. Get away from me, toxicity. Get away. Get away. And really, they're over here like, it's the taste of your lips, you're toxic, but the pen of your head. You know, they're the one on the plane that Britney is trying to run over on the plane. You know, but they're trying to act like they're not toxic. We see you, girl. Let's talk about Britney, too, for a moment. I know we're skipping all over the place. But Britney Spears recently, oh my God, what did I say? Tehran Dadon? Thank you for the fire. Tehran Dadon? Turn that on? I think it's turn that on. Thank you for the fire gift. What I was saying was that Britney Spears recently made a post about her sister, Jamie Lynn Spears, who is so a hot mess. Who was part of the conspiring against Britney, who was part of the team conspiring against Britney to put her in a conservatorship for all those years and basically imprison her in her own mansion. Imagine getting a mansion, being rich, working your behind off, just to get imprisoned in your own mansion. Mansions don't feel that big when you're stuck there. No matter how big your jail cell is, it's still a jail cell. And so she posted on her birthday, on Britney's birthday, she was like, "Oh, to my sister, keep trying your hardest out there on your show. I know how hard it is to be alone. Love you so much," all this. At first, I'm like, okay, that's really weird, because before she'd been coming for her sister's neck. She'd been letting her know that, "I know what you did last summer," you know? But now all of a sudden she's like, "Oh, my sister Jamie Lynn, oh, I love her so much, yeah." So, I thought she was trolling. And I still think she's trolling about it. Because if you don't know, Jamie Lynn Spears is on some random game show. But she's trying to prove that she's more than just Britney's sister. Like, she's trying to prove that somehow. And like, I think that's what Britney Spears was referencing. So the news stations and the media outlets are like, "Oh, Britney all of a sudden makes a about face change and shift in her opinion on her family. She, you know, sent a heartfelt message to her sister," because they don't catch shade. You know, they're trying to shift the narrative, and because Britney is, you know, Britney's a victim of a lot of lithium. You know, a lot of lithium that she did not need, that she was forcefully fed and medicated with. She's a victim of that. So she's not going to be able to express herself or vocalize herself as clearly as she would be able to if she wasn't forcefully dosed with lithium consistently for years. You know? She would be a lot different. And so they're trying to make it seem as if all of a sudden she's supporting her family, and then now she's lost her mind, and now she's like went from wanting them to be, you know, condemned and brought to court for what they did to her, to now she's all happy and it's all good. I love my family. I love my family. Oh my God, I love my family. No. I don't believe it one bit. Not one bit do I believe that. Hold on, y'all. Okay, sorry about that. I was trying to make sure my Wi-Fi was on correctly. I don't believe it. I don't believe that Britney did that. I don't believe that she was trying to, like, make peace with the family that literally imprisoned her. Allegedly. I don't say allegedly until it's done in court. So I'll tell you what, her family goes after anybody who comes to tell the truth about what they did to her. So, some of y'all know this already, but Britney Spears' father was my neighbor for years in North Hollywood. He had a loft there, next door to mine, that he paid for with Britney's money. I didn't even know he was Britney's dad. To be honest, I really didn't know. I thought it was just some random Caucasian dude, whatever. I didn't know. He was nice, very country, made a lot of barbecues, invited me over. I didn't know. Once I found out. But at that time, she was locked up, and people thought that she was locked up for good reason. That she was in rehab and she needed actual help. So, I always loved Britney. But at that time, I thought she was getting help. I thought he was actually helping her. Whenever I saw Britney, she was not present. Like, there's like a glaze over her eyes. Didn't even want her alone with her own kids. Like, it was that bad at that point. But I was just like, oh, I'm around Britney. I just thought like, oh, this is a sad situation. You know? I didn't realize there was any foul play at that time. I was like, oh, this is cool. I've been around so many celebrities, so it wasn't like, oh, I'm around Britney. Oh my God, it's so cool. It was just like, I love Britney. I respected her, but like, I feel bad for her. I didn't think that he was doing what he has been accused of doing now. Jamie Spears. I have no idea. But looking back, in the way that she would be like sitting like this, she would just be staring sometimes. And she was so emotional. You say one thing to her, she would like start crying. She would like just break down. And I was like, oh my gosh, Britney is broken. Britney has been broken. And I just, my heart went out to her. But I've already seen other people. Like, Hollywood will make you lose your mind. So I've seen other people go through that road. And although it broke my heart, it wasn't surprising to me at the time. Looking back, I wish I could have just like grabbed her up from there and just like saved her from that day. And the only reason I got to be that intimate in the situation was because we were neighbors. But otherwise, everyone else is shut off from her. Everyone's shut off completely. They don't allow anyone to get in her ear. Very controlled situation. He was a very stern dad too. Is, I guess, still. I thought that's just how they do in the country. But looking back at it all, I'm just like, nah. Britney deserved better. So I don't care what the media's saying. I hope justice is served for the whole family, especially Lynn Spears, her mother. Shady, shady, shady lady. Shady lady. She knew everything that was going on. I saw Lou Taylor. She came to the house a lot. Lou Taylor was always at the property. Y'all know who that is if you know the Britney situation. I didn't know who she was. I had no idea who she was back then. But shady. And Lynn knows Lynn Spears very. Lynn knows Lou Taylor very well. Lynn Spears. They all were in on it. They just wanted money. They just used their daughter for money. So sad. It's a really ratchet trailer park story. She just happens to be the princess of pop. Or the queen of pop. But her family dogged her out. Her family dogged her out. And my heart goes out to Britney. And I honestly don't even know if she's still running her media at this point. Because some sketchy things are going on. Within her conservatorship. So, I'm just not sure. All this to say, beware of your surroundings. Beware of the people you trust around you. It's super important to be aware of it. Because really anything can happen. People can flip on you, flip, flop, and drop on you. It's not the way. I mean, I don't really trust at all. It's really hard to trust. When you get done dirty, you're just like, it's hard to trust people. I just found out something today that blew my mind. It was regarding my ex-husband. I'm gonna choke on a nugget. Just thinking about that situation. I'm so pissed. But, I found out that my family, with the communication with my ex during one of our really biggest fights we had. I'd always wondered who was on the phone with them. And it turned out to be my own family member. And to put a lot of things in context about that moment. And about the lies and manipulation my ex was willing to do and say. To paint a narrative that was so far from the truth. I found out today, just today I found out. I was on the phone with my family member. And I was like, oh my goodness, are you telling me that this is what happened? Like, are you really serious? Like, you were the one on the phone? Before I came in? Like, and they told me what happened and what they said, what the conversation was. And I just, like, it blew my mind. I'm like, oh my God, this whole time I thought it was somebody completely different. The way that day went, it was one of the darkest days of my entire life. One of the darkest. One of the days I got severely attacked by this person. I just couldn't believe who was on the phone before. And this person still thought it was okay to attack me. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, this person really didn't care about me at all. My family cared. They were trying to resolve the situation. They were trying to help the person that was on the phone. But the fact that what happened after that phone call happened blows my mind. Like, this is somebody who I married, somebody I changed vows with and changed my name. And we both changed our names to each other's. You know, we hyphen each other's names. And they're willing to do me like that. Even after talking to my family. They thought it was okay to treat me that way. To attack me. It's crazy. And then afterwards, after you tell the truth, it's not like anybody really comes to your rescue or your saving. Like, even your family, there's only so much they can do. People don't really do anything until it's too late. Even then, they don't do anything. Even after too late, it's like they still don't be doing. Stephen Duke says, I hardly trust anyone. It's really hard, y'all. Trust a few people. You think. Like 4 people I trust. And one of them is kind of shaky. So, 4 people out of my whole life. Stephen Duke says, just because I do doesn't mean I'll turn a blind eye and stop paying attention to their action. Exactly, Stephen Duke. That blind eye will get you blindsided. That blind eye will get you blindsided every time. Don't turn a blind eye to anyone. Watch it. Watch the intention. Because people's brains and their mentalities are shifting constantly. Like their motives can change. People's motives aren't always consistent. So keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes wide open. It's the only way. So, this mac and cheese was everything, y'all. And now I'm super full. Some barbecue sauce left. Kind of done though. This was really fun. Kind of chat about what's been going on. A lot of things I can't really say or go into depth with right now. I would love to, but I hope you guys kind of got the gist of the main message of what I'm saying. Well, keep your eye open. Keep your third eye open. But most importantly, keep these eyes open too. My last 2 bites of mac and cheese. I want to lay down after this. I'm so tired. But yeah, I found the information out in passing, y'all. Just in passing. All these years later. Over a year, almost 2 years later. But it kind of matched the conversation I had at the gym today. About someone who's also with somebody who's in the military. Another gay couple, but he's like, his guy's in the Navy, and mine was in the Marines, and we were discussing the emotional damage that occurs when people are involved in the government at that level, and they were also involved in NSA. Mine was too. So NSA is like super confidential, super traumatic to be a part of. Once you're involved in the NSA, you never be the same after. You can't. How do you know that all of what they tell you, and you try to function in a normal life afterwards? So, the person at the gym, they're figuring out a separation situation. He was in the gym for the wrong reason, I'll tell you that. Took a high today. Also, he said some disturbing things. I don't want to talk about some of the things he said. I was like, what in the world? But I kind of wish I could talk about it, but no, it's a TikTok. I can talk about it. But I was kind of shocked. I'm like, wait, what? Just casually, sometimes people will casually say the most disturbing things that'll really tell you what they're really thinking, and they're watching you to see how you react to what they're saying, so they can see if they're gonna go further with it. But I was like shook. Like, he told me some illegal stuff. I'm like, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. No. I'm like, I don't even know your name. I really don't. I don't want any part of that. Let's see. Stephen Duke says, I don't know how anyone gets married then gets shipped off. That happens. In my situation, I was with them afterwards, after the main part of service. You're never really out of it. When you're part of the NSA, you're never out of it fully. You're always still involved and entangled with them, their service. Like, there's never an exit for that kind of department. Even if they fire you, you're not really out. It's just the level of clearance is too high. You can't. Can't get out. Stephen Duke says you should do after dark Twitch streams, and you can be a bit less careful. I don't know how much I can say on Twitch, because Twitch has some shadow blocker that they block you for saying certain stuff. Like I watched an in-depth video about the corporation of Twitter, of Twitch itself, and their censorship is very high. So you have to really watch every word you say, even cursing. Like it's just because people get away with it doesn't mean that their accounts aren't being documented, and you know that their accounts aren't being shadow banned. And then all of a sudden, one day, you talk about some subject, they take your whole account away. And I work too hard. I'm not even trying to push the limit anymore. I'd rather people insinuate the rest of what I have to say. If you get the vibe of what I'm saying, that's good enough for me. I'm not trying to like go into too many details anymore because it's just not worth it. These platforms, when you lose them, all that hard work goes away. All the hard work and all the access to your fan base goes away. So Stephen Duke says under just chatting. Yeah, I like to do this Twitch streaming under just chatting too. Also, you really get any people on there. It's really hard to get viewers on just chatting. Very, very hard. Stephen Duke says, I feel you. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Anyways, you guys, hope you guys have a great night. I'll probably be back on again maybe one more time. We'll see how I feel tonight. I do still want to do some gaming, but right now I need to work on sending all the stuff I need to send in for my app. So I gotta work on that the rest of the night. Let me get my computer out and do that. But I want to show y'all me eating these chicken tenders with some mac and cheese, a classic. A dinner I used to love eating back in the day, or a snack, you know. I love chicken tenders and mac and cheese, so good. But anyways, okay, rock on Mercuryans. Thank you so much for being here today. I will see you guys a little later on today. Bye. Thank you for liking all the videos. Thank you for 3.9 thousand likes. We'll say 4,000. We'll say 4,000 likes. You know what? I'll give myself the 4,000. Since y'all don't want to give me the 4,000, I'll get there myself. How about that then? I'm gonna tap myself into 4,000 since y'all want to try to play me. Y'all want to play me at 3.9? Not y'all trying to play me at 3.9. Hold on, we getting right ourselves right to 4,000 so we can end this. Okay, let's see. I think I got there. Yeah, there we go. 4,000 likes. Perfect. If they ain't gonna do it for you, do it yourself. Do it yourself. Now we're at 4.1 thousand. All right. I see y'all now. Well, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all my supporters. Remember, even if you can't message me on here, you can always message me under my post. Make a comment, and I will respond with a comment. So, or a video. If you're, like I said, if your comment is really good, it is a really good question or something, I may just make a whole video about that question. So, all right, rock on, you guys. Bye.